Hey guys, welcome back to Q&A Wednesdays. As you well know, this channel we talk about everything being an international student in Belgium and in the UK, and general lifestyle and productivity. Yes. Today I'm going to be answering a few questions from a few of you. 10 questions precisely. If you have any questions about studying in the UK or studying in Belgium, this is going to be a regular thing that I do every week. I'm going to post a video answering your questions every Wednesday. If I don't have any questions, then I won't post any video. So sit back, relax, and listen to what other people are curious about as regards studying in Belgium or as regards studying in the UK. Before we start, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. My Instagram account is always everywhere and down in the description box. Like, comment, and save post notifications to let the algorithm know that you really value this channel and to encourage me to post more. I'm going to post anyway, even though you don't encourage me. First question: how easy was it to get a job while studying in Belgium? On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say 10. Not, hear me out. So to get a job like a student part-time job that you can do on the side while you study is relatively easy, but it depends on the area you're staying in. If you're staying in Brussels, which is the country capital, it's quite difficult to get a job. If you're staying in Leuven, which is where I study, it's quite easy to get a job. If you're staying in any other city that is not very commercial, you easily get a job. The kind of jobs you get, the kind of jobs that this ease fall into, are jobs that are blue collar jobs that they don't require any skill, or mostly they don't require much interaction with people. So jobs in these categories could be cleaning job, factory job, kitchen assistant jobs, all these kinds of jobs. You can easily get those in like 2 or 3 months when you arrive in Belgium. But to get jobs that are usually professional, you may need to do a little bit more work. You may need to do a little bit more training in terms of the skills required, the language required to get those kind of jobs. So it takes a little bit more effort to get those kind of jobs. But if you want to survive, if you want to get by, it's easy to get a blue collar job while you study full time. Yeah. Second question: can I use hotel booking as proof of accommodation? Yes, you can, but be very careful with this, because you're not going for a short stay, because you're not going for tourism or visiting. You will need to also show that you're making efforts to getting a permanent accommodation. So for example, if I were to apply today, I'm going to attach the booking of the hotel, say for a week or 2 weeks that I've already done, attach it, and on that, the place they ask me where I will be staying, I will mention the hotel, attach it. I may attach emails to potential landlords I've been messaging to get an accommodation from, or I will attach email to my school accommodation services to indicate that I'm in the process of getting something more permanent. You don't necessarily have to have the accommodation, but just show that when I arrive, I'm not going to be on the streets. So that's the general rule of thumb. Question 3: is it correct that I should have a blocked account for visa and school separately? Yeah, I saw this question and it was the person asking this question must be very rich, because how can you have a blocked account for uni, and you know how expensive that is? It's going into the tens of thousands of euros, and you have another one for the visa. No, it's one blocked account. Now, this blocked account can be administered by your school, or I don't know how else people do blocked account, but for most schools in Belgium, it's administered by the school, and they charge different fees, different administrative fees, but the amount that you should pay is the same. So check out this playlist, I may put it here, of studying in Belgium, and check out blocked account, how to meets the requirements of blocked account. So it's one blocked account. You don't need to do two for uni and for visa. It's one blocked account, but you have to print out the evidence of that blocked account and put it in your visa application when you're going to the embassy. Next question. Is knowing Dutch critical for working in Flanders as an IT manager or analyst? Is knowing Dutch critical for working, in Flanders? Flanders, if you don't know, Flanders is the Dutch-speaking region of Belgium. Is it possible to work? One thing about Flanders is that majority of residents there, they speak English. So you can survive, you can get by without knowing, so much Dutch. But if you want to work, this is the honest truth. You need to learn the language. I know IT analyst and manager is a high sought out job. People want you, people want to, employ you. But then again, you need to look beyond getting the job. When you want to head a team, for example, and members of your team don't understand a lot of English, how would that work? Because English is not a core requirement to getting employed in Belgium. They need you to have at least two languages. That's Dutch, French, and sometimes they even add German. And if the company is very internationally oriented, English is just something they can gloss by, but it's not a core requirement. They wouldn't even put it down that you must have English. They might just have it in passing. But yes, it's possible to get a job as an analyst, as a IT manager in Belgium, but for your own convenience, for your career growth, for you to function well in that role, I would advise immediately you get a job, or before you get a job, start learning Dutch if staying in Belgium is your long-term goal. Question 5. Is transportation system reliable and fast enough to live in one city and study in another city? Okay, so one thing since moving to the UK, I'm currently in the UK by the way, I miss Belgium transportation system. Oh my God. Oh no. This place is strike on strike on strike on strike on strike. It's so annoying. But in Belgium, you can barely have something like that. They may have minor, disturbances, or there's a way they described it one time in an email they sent to me. They said they're going to be a nuisance. But yeah, they may have that, but they never leave you stranded. It can be delayed, a bit. So just keep a buffer and look out for your emails from them. They warn you beforehand when they're going to be a nuisance, in quotes. But yes, it's possible to live in Leuven, for example, and work in Brussels. It's possible to live in Leuven and work in Liège. I knew people that did that. Yes, it's possible, but it's not advisable. You can't 100% bank on it. You may be late 1 or 2 days, and you don't really want that on your professional record. And for your peace of mind, I would always recommend, if you don't have commitment where you're living, like you have a family, or you like the school district for your kids, or your husband have a job there, I will always recommend paying a few extra bucks to live closer to your workplace. It helps for peace of mind. It helps to give you more time to do other things. Number 6, after the school confirms my certificates for VUB, what's next? For this person, I would say usually admission processes differ from school to school, course to course, department to department. But once the school confirms your certificate, I believe they would not need anything from you at that time. If they do, they will send you an email asking for it. But to be sure, if you have any questions about processes, if you have any questions about documents, it doesn't really harm you to send an email to the school inquiring that, oh, this has been done, I was notified by my school that you have checked, what's next? So I wouldn't give you any specific process, because it's quite different for different programs. Question 7, is Belgium student friendly? Is Belgium student friendly? The simple answer is yes. It is student friendly. I don't really know of any country that is not student friendly. Belgium is one place that I know that welcome internationals very much. They're just about 11 to 13 million people. And if you go to Brussels, you hear more foreign languages than you hear the local languages. It's a highly international country. So you feel welcome, you feel at home, you feel they even know how to speak a lot of English for people that English is not their official language. So I can say it's really a good place. It's a friendly place for students. You can get a job, you can interact with locals, you can interact with foreigners that are there as well as yourself. Yeah, it's a friendly city. You'll have fun. Question number 8. How much is cost of living? Cost of living subject is quite... It's conditional. It depends on yourself, your lifestyle, your saving habits, and quite a number of things. Officially, the government will recommend that you have between 700 and 800 euros to survive as one person. So that includes accommodation, transportation, feeding, your essentials, and all of that. But if you are prudent, if you are not on the high side of spendings, you can get by with 600, 500. Don't stay when you stay in areas that don't sap your rent. Say get an accommodation that's between 250 to 350. Food is very cheap in Belgium. You can feed on about 100 and something. That does not include your outing and shenanigans. What else? Transportation is just the best because your school gives you some kind of discount. And for me, I paid 20 something euros for a full year to be able to access the bus system. And because Belgium is bicycle friendly, most of the roads have bicycle lanes that are dedicated for just you, so it's really safe to ride a bicycle. So I bought a bicycle. I rode a bicycle, Isabella, my dear baby girl. I rode a bicycle in my stay in Belgium, and I also got the bus tickets and a train too. Trains. There's one thing that you should know about transportation is when you are a low income earner, you are allowed to get something called advanced reimbursement that gives you about 50% discount on train travels. So yes, learn about that, go for that, and enjoy your travels. Belgium is so small that you have fun moving around. If you move 2 hours, if you're driving from any point in Belgium and you drive 2 hours, thereabouts 2 hours from that point to any direction, you'll be out of Belgium. You land in Luxembourg, or you land in France, or you're in Germany, or it's so tiny, and it's really a good place. It's a central place in Europe. I'm talking too much. Okay, let's move on. Next question. What is it like studying in Belgium? If I could describe my emotion about studying in Belgium, I would say pretty fun. It was fun, but at first it wasn't fun because I studied during the pandemic. I wasn't going to class. My classes were online. I saw my lecturers just on the screen. But towards the second year, when things started picking up, when I started seeing people and the city came alive, God, it was so much fun. I felt like I didn't know Belgium before. The city was bustling. There was event upon events. The city is always having something going on. If you want to follow it, you may just lose track of your life. But it's fun. I would say to help you navigate life there, make friends, find people to really connect with. If you don't connect with anybody, don't pressure yourself. Just make friends. It takes time. It takes try and error. Don't forget to just let loose, have fun, connect. Make a deliberate effort to get out of your house. Meet up someone, have a drink. It goes a long way to help you have fun in life. And as a student studying in Belgium and anywhere else, basically. Is Belgium good for foreigners? Like I said earlier, it's a very international country. It's a very international place. I had friends that were from Togo, Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Zambia. I had so many different ethnic groups in my friend circles. Of course, there were lots of Nigerians as well. But yeah, there are lots of people from all over the world. It's a very international city. You would feel right at home. It's welcoming. When you work as a student, the government recognizes you. Just live by the books. Live by the books. Do legal things. Don't overshare. Share just the right amount to be able to connect and interact with people. And Belgium will be so good to you, and you will come to love it. I fell in love actually. So that's the 10 questions. if you have any more questions, you can put it in the comment section and I will answer them in next week's video. Yes, I'm promising that I'm gonna live by it. Yeah, if you don't have any questions, one thing I know I do before I move to another country, I just listen to videos like this, because they basically they give you an idea what other people are asking, even though you have not thought about it yet. You might not have gotten to the point yet where you are curious as to, you know, why people are asking that, but it just basically saves you the trouble of overthinking when it's time, and it expands your knowledge of what you're going to. So that's it for that. Do watch other videos on this channel. There's a Study in Belgium playlist that has everything you need to know about Belgium. Do watch all of that before you start your application. There's a Study in UK playlist now, because I moved from Belgium to study to get a different master's in the UK. So do check do watch that video, and you know, click on post notifications. I'll be posting on that a lot as well. There are different playlists. My travels are on there. Do watch, subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. I'm really glad that we've hit 1,000. So yeah, that's it. Goodbye. Good luck with your applications. Good luck with your study in Belgium. I wish you very good success.